Orange County Sheriff's Office. Statement. Date of affidavit. Month 07 16 08. Time 1:05. Case number 69208. Offense: kidnapping. Date of offense: 07/09/08. Time between 0900 and 1300. Suspect: Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez. Location of offense: 2863 South Conway Road, Suite number 210, Orlando, Florida. Zip code 32812. Zone 41. Name: Caylee Marie Anthony. Age: 22. Date of birth: 03/19/86. Race: white. Sex: female. Address: 4937 Hope Spring Drive, Orlando, Florida. Zip code 32829. I, Caylee Anthony, do hereby voluntarily make the following statement without threat, coercion, offer of benefit or favor by any persons whomsoever. On Monday, June 9, 2008, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., I, Caylee Anthony, took my daughter, Caylee Marie Anthony, to her nanny's apartment. Caylee will be 3 years old on August 9, 2008. She was born on August 9, 2005. Caylee is about 3 feet tall, white female with shoulder length, light brown hair. She has dark hazel eyes, brown and green, and a small birthmark on her left shoulder. On the day of her disappearance, Caylee was wearing a pink shirt with jean shorts, white sneakers, and her hair was pulled back in a ponytail. On Monday, June 9th, 2008, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., I took Caylee to the Sawgrass Apartments. I will testify in court. Yes. Signed, Caylee Anthony. I will prosecute criminally. Yes. Signed, Caylee Anthony. I swear, affirm the above and or attached statements are correct and true. Signed, Caylee Anthony, sworn to and subscribed before me this 16th day of July 2008, Deputy Sheriff. Page 2 of 4. The apartments located on Conway Road. Caylee's nanny, Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez, has watched her for the past year and a half to 2 years. Zenaida is 25 years old and is from New York. She is roughly 5 foot 7 inches tall, 140 pounds. She has dark brown curly hair and brown eyes. Zenaida's birthday is in September. I met Zenaida through a mutual friend, Jeffrey Michael Hopkins. She had watched his son, Zachary Hopkins, for about 6 months to a year. I met Zenaida in 2004, around Christmas. On the date listed above, June 9, 2008, after dropping Caylee off at Zenaida's apartment, I proceeded to head to my place of employment, Universal Studios, Orlando. I have worked at Universal for over 4 years, since June of 2004. I left work around 5 p.m. and went back to the apartment to pick up my daughter. However, after reaching the apartment, I realized that neither Zenaida, Caylee, or either of her 2 roommates were home. I have briefly met Raquel Farrell and Jennifer Rosa on various occasions. After calling Zenaida to see where she and Caylee were and when they were coming home, I waited outside of the apartment. I had called Zenaida earlier that morning, prior to bringing Caylee over for the afternoon. When I called her that afternoon, her phone was no longer in service. 2 hours passed, and around 7 p.m., I left the apartment and headed to familiar places that Zenaida would go with Caylee. One of Caylee's favorite places is J. Blanchard Park. I spent the rest of that evening pacing and worrying at one of the few places I felt at home, my boyfriend Anthony Lozano's apartment. For the past 4 weeks, since Caylee's disappearance, I have stayed at Anthony's apartment in Sutton Place. I have spent every day since Monday, June 9th, 2008, looking for my daughter. I have lied and stolen from friends and family to do whatever I could do, by any means, to find my daughter. I avoided calling the police or even notifying my family out of fear. I have been, and I still am, afraid of what has or may happen to Caylee. I have not had any contact with Zenaida since Thursday, June 12th, 2008. I received a quick call from Zenaida. Not once have I been able to ask her for my daughter or gain any information on where I can find her. Every day I have gone to malls, parks, and any place I could remember Zenaida taking Caylee. I have gone out and tried to find any information about Caylee or Zenaida, whether by going to a popular bar or restaurant. I have contacted Jeff Hopkins on several occasions to see if he had heard from or seen Zenaida. Jeff currently lives in Jacksonville, Florida. On Tuesday, July 15th, 2008, around 12 p.m., I received a phone call from my daughter, Caylee. Today was the first day I have heard her voice in over 4 weeks. I am afraid of what Caylee is going through. After 31 days, I know that the only thing that matters is getting my daughter back. With many and all attempts to contact Zenaida, and within the one short conversation on June 12th of 2008, I was never able to check on the status or well-being of my daughter. Zenaida never made an attempt to explain why Caylee is no longer in Orlando, or if she is ever going to bring her back. End of report.